Hi YouTube, I'm Tandy, the Pioneer Guy. I've recently made a Patreon where you can help me make content full-time. That Patreon link's going to be in the description below. If you like the video here on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the end. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's do a quick rundown of the deck. So, this is an 80-card Yorion Blue-Eye Control deck. We have Portable Hole as our early removal along with Fateful Absence. Fateful Absence seeing a little bit more play recently because it can kill Planeswalkers. The Blue-Eye deck, since March of the Otherworldly Light is their primary removal spell, it doesn't hit Planeswalkers, so having Fateful Absence to do just that is important. We're playing Jwari Disruption as extra land drops instead of Censor. We're playing Omen of the Sea to go along with Yorion. Dovin's Veto as an early counterspell. Narset, but no combos with it. It's just a value Narset in this deck. 4 Absorb, 4 Wandering Emperor, 3 Memory Deluge for card advantage, 3 Supreme Verdict, and 2 Farewell for sweepers, 4 Teferi Hero, and 3 Shark Typhoon as our top-end win conditions. Sideboard, we have some Sunset Revelries to help out against red, Settle the Wreckage to help out against heavy creature rush decks, 2 recipes for graveyard-related synergy, Hullbreaker Horror as an extra win con, 2 Mystical Dispute to help win counter wars, Narset's Reversal, which will be excellent against things like Lotus Field if we play against them. It's going to be a kind of a corner case one there. 3 Aether Gust, great against red and mono green. Dream Trawler, great against mono red. Dovin's Veto, number 4. Just whenever Dovin's Veto is good, you just want the 4th one. And last but not least, the Yorion, which we can go get. We only have a few blank things, just Omen of the Sea and some Planeswalkers. But it's not that big of a difference to play more cards in your deck, so I think it's fine. Alright. Round 1 with Azorius Control. Let's see if we mulligan. Game 1. Oh, this hand's okay. Keep it. I wonder if I keep the Spara's headquarters. I kind of want to play it. Play it. Alright, Elfu. I think I don't burn the Fateful Absence on it. Oh, especially now that I drew the verdicts. I also don't really want to cycle Shark Typhoon. Next turn, I probably am just going to put Yorion in my hand. And then Wrath on the turn after. Maybe I just kill the Cure now. They do a great job of using this clue token, though. Killing walkers early seems like a good line. Yeah, especially before they draw a card or untap for mana. Old Growth Troll's fine. They have Beseiju? Elf. Good, good. Wrath time. Old Growth Troll's kind of nutty. Yeah, it's a lot better than I gave it credit for originally, for sure. Alright, I want another white, I guess. I kind of want to exile the Old Growth Troll with March, but I think I'm just going to wait. Cavalier. Alright. Don't love it. Don't have a counterspell for it, though. They did put a Storm in the graveyard as well. Alright, we'll do Farewell and the Wandering Emperor, I guess. If we draw a land, we'll Farewell, we'll get everything. Alright, so let's do everything. Graveyards, enchantments, creatures, artifacts. Maybe I should have took something else over this. Herited's fine. Elf's fine. I'm just gonna say go. We can Deluge into Veto. Nissa. I think I'm just gonna let this happen. And then I'm gonna use Shark Typhoon to eat the token. Alright. I'll let this one happen too. Thought they might attack. I could have deluged into a counterspell though. I'm gonna look for a verdict, I think, especially if they hit more creatures. We'll probably use Fateful Absence to kill the Nissa. They just hit land creatures, so that's good news. I don't want to cycle Shark Typhoon and then have to Wrath, and this is a little too much resources in play. So I guess we'll just Deluge plus Absence, but we'll see what we get on Deluge first. Veto and a Veto, that's fine. Found the verdict anyway, good job, me. Now we'll say go. We have March for Wolfwool Haven, and we have Veto for any other payoffs that aren't creatures. Top deck like a champion? I mean, we had some looks at it, you know? I think I'm just going to cast Shark Typhoon. I'm a big believer in casting Shark Typhoon, personally. So now they can hit me with a big old lair of the Hydra, but that's fine. We'll just take the one hit. It's only for 6. I'm gonna just play this tap and say go. So we can Deluge and make a 7/7. We can play Emperor plus March. We have Veto backup. Oath can find the 6-drop, but I want to save the Veto for the Storm. The Cure here is not that big of a deal. They don't have enough devotion to really leverage the mana. And I'm going to be able to make a 7/7 anyway, so... Oh, I guess it's only a 4/4. Sorry. What was I thinking of? Egg? Gust in? Hullbreaker in? I don't know if I want to settle the wreckage. Probably not. I do want the Veto. So these 5 come in. What's bad? Portable holes are okay. The Wandering Emperors actually seem kind of lackluster. They don't really attack very much. I might cut them. What else though? Maybe a Narset? Yeah, it's a 4/4. Sorry. I was thinking it was mana spent for some reason. Yeah, what's up, Cam? Happy Taco Day to you too, friend. We're going to keep this one. We got an answer for their early creatures, planeswalkers. We got an Omen. We don't have a Wrath on 4, so we'll probably go ahead and portable hold this. Is that an Office reference, Janini? If it is, then that's funny. Another Wolf Willow. Elf Food? YouTube serial reference. I see, I see. We'll go bottom the irrigated plus portable. Alright, I'm gonna go for Field of Ruin on the Beseiju. I'm gonna go get a Plains, and then I'm gonna pop the Llanowar Elves. Cavalier. They found the forest, but they don't have a thing yet. I'm gonna let him get one good turn with Nykthos. I maybe should have played the farmland. I was considering going Fateful Absence on the Cavalier though, but I really want to save this for Planeswalkers. Troll time. All right. So let's go just Yorion, I guess, and then we'll farewell next turn. We're just gonna blink the Omen. Don't really want either of the lands since we have an untapped 6th land already. Oath is fine. Next turn we can get everything again. Oh, I hope they play another Cavalier. Nice. Let's hope we don't just get combo killed though, huh? They find Nykthos and Storm. Oh man, we might die this turn. That's sick. Hopefully we just are able to clean everything up after. But the Farewell doesn't kill Planeswalkers, so... Let's just hope they hit non-Planeswalkers, I guess. Will we just exile creatures, graveyards, artifacts? Alright, they hit Kiora. Alright, I think we're in business, chat. I think I'm going to block with the Yorion. Just here. Just prevent the damage. Since we're going to be wrathing anyway. Now, the Kiora can do some stuff. Do they have another? What else do they have? Yeah, they don't have another Storm in the graveyard. Alright, so let's just go ahead and wipe it all. The elves will come back, but then also get eaten. The Kiora is left, and they have enough mana to do some stuff. So that's scary. Another Cavalier. Alright, they found a land. They get to draw a card. They can make 4 here. Guess they can also attack for 1 with a Hydra if they have nothing else. Elf's fine. I'm going to play Otawara because we can use it to animate the Hall of the Storm Giants and block. So if they target another Cavalier, they can't play it this turn unless they drew a creature to play to draw it. They didn't, okay. I'm going to play Farmland because we just have plenty of juice and I just need more mana. It's kind of why I don't know if I want to play Irrigated Farmland. Cavalier, can't do much about it. I guess I can absorb. Forgot I drew absorb. And then we can go Omen plus Fateful Absence on the Hydra. So wait for him to attack. This does give him a clue, which I don't love, but I think it's better than taking the 4. Keeps both the vetoes. And now, instead of... We don't have a bunch of stuff to cast with a Shark Typhoon, so we'll just cycle it now and make a big thing. Hold up Veto. That's big. Wouldn't it be better to Portable Hold the Wolfwillow? They both net 1 mana in Devotion, but Elf dies to Wrath. I guess so. Although if I keep the... No, like whenever I cast Farewell, you need creatures under it because of how it stacks. If I go exile enchantments, the Wolfwillow will come back and stick. I'll make a 7/7 flyer. Drew an Aether Gust, that's perfect. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we just go Narset. I'll take Verdict. I don't need the Farewell right now. We can attack Kiora Verdict and then have Gust and Veto up. Yeah, someone was asking me to play Control the other day, Miller. It might have been you. So I finally said, fine. Guess I'll just Teferi. Alright, GG. Easy. Alright, playing as Lucas Giggs. Show me Gigantha. I'll show you a Yorion. How about that? You show me yours, I'll show you mine. I guess we'll keep. They mulligan to 5. Man, yeah, I don't know, man. I like the Heroic Interventions because Supreme Verdict's such a kick in the teeth. Alright, we're going to take the 1. We'll go White Pathway, Portable Hole. Prevent some damage. We'll go Farmland on 2. And then I might play Narset on 3, or I might cycle Shark Typhoon if I need a land or not. Alright, playing against Old Prowess. I wonder if they're going to opt or consider. They only have 2 cards left in hand, though. Alright, well now I'll just play Natural. I still might cycle Shark Typhoon to block, but I might play Narset and just not minus. Since they do have a bunch of ops and considers and stuff that they want to main phase thanks to this. See what they find off iteration. I do like Cindervines in general though, Manny. I might try to play both. Alright, so they found opt, and they do have the blue source. So they're gonna get us for 3. It's gonna put us to 15, but we're still fine. We also have the Wandering Emperor, which can gain us some life in a little while. Actually, I think I am going to go ahead and use the Narset. Because they might have Strangle, and Strangle just kills it straight up. I'm going to take another Teferi. Just in case I have to tuck on the first one, I'll have the second one at my disposal. The next turn, I have Emperor, Verdict, or Cycle Shark Typhoon, depending. Sprite Dragon's fine. 2 Sprite Dragon is game. And they're going to send 3 at Narset, I'm sure. We're still high on life. If they go land Den, attack for 3, we go to 12, they make a 1/1, we go to 11. Next turn we can play Emperor and minus or block, depending. I'm going to play this as a land. Just say go. And again, if they don't do anything, we can just, you know, cycle Shark Typhoon. They may not because we have so much mana open, right? Ledger Shredder, that one's okay. Is this Treasure Cruise? That's scary. We do have the 5th mana for the Teferi now, so we can minus. They might not even attack with a goblin. I think I'll make a 2/2 and block no matter what they do. I'm gonna make a 2/2. I'm gonna play Teferi and tuck the bird. We'll make another 2/2. That way we can kind of protect from Den of the Bugbear. They can kill Teferi or the Wandering Emperor with the Den, but they can't kill both. And when they go for that, we just have the backup Teferi next turn. So Swiss Spear. Consider. Okay. All right, Swifty is going to come in. I don't think we're going to block. I think that however we block, our shit's going to die. I guess we'll block a goblin. We'll try to keep stuff alive if we can. All right, one at Teferi, one at Wandering Emperor. We'll just block 1 and 1. We're okay forcing them to have one more spell to keep the Teferi. If they had a removal spell, they could do this anyway. Like a Strangle or something, which I assume is what they have. Spikefield's fine. Shredder? Should have played that in the other order, I guess. We're just going to cycle Shark Typhoon for 3. We're still at 11. We got 2 blockers. One's a 3/3. Next turn we can minus this on something if they don't kill it. Consider is fine. And maybe do some double blocking on the Monastery Swiss Spear to try to clean it up. They kept the card. That's kind of scary. All right, I'm going to cycle Shark Typhoon. And I think it'll be a 2 damage thing instead of a 3 damage thing. So I think I'm going to double block the Swiss Spear. Reckless Rage? Okay. So Wandering Emperor is going to die. We'll just not block with the Samurai token now and just let Wandering Emperor go. Assuming that they're both going to Wandering Emperor. Okay, so we draw a card. We'll let Wandering Emperor die. Alright, Giganta in hand. So we can go Teferi, untap, hold up Shark Typhoon for 2 or Deluge. I think that's fine. Oh, I'm wrong. I guess I can Shark Typhoon for 1. I'm dumb. Attack for 3. We got some pressure coming on them, huh? We kind of want them to play the Giganta, overextend a little bit into what we got. This Ledger Shredder discarded a land last turn, so good news is for us it's only a 1/3. It's going to be kind of hard to kill Teferi. Strangle, okay. Alright, see if both come at Teferi. Let's cycle Shark Typhoon for 1. Remember, we still have the Yorion too, so we're kind of burning a lot of our win conditions here to just try to keep up. Blood Fire, that's actually going to let him loot away the Gigantha and kill the Teferi. Brutal. Maybe I should have just played Farewell last turn. This lets them use all their cheap removal, which sucks. They have Gigantha in hand. All right, we're just going to say go. We're going to hold up Deluge and cycle Irrigated Farmland, but we can Deluge into removal if we need. We got a bunch of stuff we can hit. Main phase opt. That's fine. I wonder if they are ever going to actually play Gigantha. I think the answer is probably no. So Spear, okay. I guess I've been getting a little greedy. I just didn't want to just wipe the board and then them hit me with Den of the Bugbear. But maybe that's better. Maybe they were just going to play Gigantha. All right, we'll take Verdict and I guess another Deluge. All right, cycle this. I was really hoping I'd draw an answer to Den here. Oh, we did. That's good. All right, so we'll Verdict. And then say go. And we can exile the Den and gain 2 life. And then maybe do some Hall of the Storm Giant stuff. If they don't attack with Den, we can go for Deluge. I may go for a Wandering Emperor anyway, just to make some 2/2 blockers. Opt is fine. How dope would Quicken be in this deck? Quicken would be okay. Pretty good. This deck plays really well at instant speed. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and minus on this to gain the life so we don't randomly get burned out. I should have waited till after this came in. Now this can attack here. That was just a huge mistake. Just something I didn't see until it was too late. That's my fault. Yep. Alright, we'll keep the March. I'm gonna say go. We can go Deluge into Veto if we need. We also have March for something. Big mistake. Big mistake. Bad Chef Loans coming in with 2 months. Yo, thank you for the resub. Let's get some sub-rats in the chat for our friend Bad Chef Loans. 2 months. 2 months. Let's go. Prime Gamer. All right, we'll take the 1. We'll go for another Deluge. Hope we don't get burned out from 6. We'll take Emperor, another Hall, I guess. Cycle the Farmland. All right, good draw for me. A Yorion in hand, say go. At this point, I don't think we can lose anymore because we drew the Veto. I may have even should have main phase Emperor and minus on the Goblin to go to 8. All right. Luckily, our mistake didn't come back and bite us too badly. All right, most of their threats are red, so we're going to bring in the Gusts. The Trawler is good, I think. Hullbreaker Horror might be okay. I think Veto is bad. I think you have to counter or kill all their creatures. Sunset Revelry can buy some time. Mystical Dispute can be okay, but it's not great. It's going to help us, like, resolve things, I guess, through their disputes, maybe. I'm going to maybe cut Narset. I just want all interaction. Anything that says card draw only needs to be super fucked up. Like Deluge or Teferi. Removal is the word. Go, go, go! Alright, we don't have white mana, but we do have Gust and Omen. And I guess we can draw white mana off of those, or whatever. Put in also Mulligan. I guess I'll lead with Castle Vantress into Hall. Maybe that's bad, though. Maybe we just play Castle Vantress way later, so in case we draw Glacial Fortress. Yeah, so maybe we go Hall into Island. Vantress can come later. We're not going to animate it for a while. Another Island. Not the best draw in the world, but lands are okay at this point. As long as we don't draw a bunch of white cards and no white mana, we'll be in business. Play with fire on your first play. That's got to be good news for me. Tapped land. Love it. Alright, we'll hold up Aether Gust in case I go for a red creature here, like a Sprite Dragon. If it's Ledger Shredder, we'll Omen to the Sea in response, so they can't go land plus Mystical Dispute. I guess we'll keep both. We'll say go. We have the Fateful Absence to kill it. I might should do that now. But I kind of want to hold up Absorb, since we drew the white mana for it. We'll go EOT Blasted if we have to, I think. I think their hand's just going to be really reactive here, though, so maybe that's why I should have. Another Shredder. Alright, we'll absorb this one. Then I think I'm going to main phase this Deluge while they're mostly tapped out. We'll find Portable Hole, Mystical Dispute. Seems good. Next one we'll go Portable Hole, and we'll have Gust plus Dispute backup. Iteration. I hate that they found it. I hate that they found Iteration. This means they're probably going to do some triggering and some drawing and some looting. They're low on resources, though, and we have a bunch of stuff going on. If they miss lands, they just lose anyway. They found Steam Vents, okay? This is untapped, so we don't go for Teferi for sure, because this is a very big dispute signature. Eiganjo. I'm going to hold it, but I'm going to plan on playing it sometime soon if I don't draw another white source. But we'll go for Portable Hole on the Ledger Shredder now. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put Yorion in hand. Say go. Since we have the dispute. And we have things to clean up. Plus, it's unlikely they'll play something here that's extremely bad for me, you know? Unlikely. And if they played some of their mana out, we can maybe even Yorion plus. I'm going to go for a dispute on this. If they want to dispute back, I don't want it to be big, and I want them to use most of their mana. They let it happen. That's good news. All right, I'm just going to say go. I'm going to keep holding the Eiganjo. We're going to go for Omen, I guess. Omen Gust backup. Play with fire. This one I'm not so unhappy with. Put a card on top. Wonder if it's something I can gust. We also have the Fateful Absence too, so. Once we hit 8 mana, we can just freely play around the Mystical Dispute too. Treasure Cruise. Let's see if we find a Veto. Or I think I sided them all out, actually. Yeah. Treasure Cruise is like the only card you want to veto. We'll go top. Wandering Emperor is good. They can't dispute it. They also can't play anything else this turn without holding up Veto, more than likely, like a threat or something. All right, we'll just say go. We'll play this game a lot better than them, I think, in the long run, as far as like using our resources every turn, things like that. Watendo says treasure clues is legal. Yeah, man, there's no fetch land, so it's a lot worse than normal. There's only like 2 decks that can play it, and they all have to play like a million 1-mana spells to turn it on. It's a powerful spell, and one that many people think should not be legal. But I'm not one of those people. I think it's maybe okay. But maybe all the delve spells need to go. Trespass, Treasure Cruise, Dig Through Time. Alright, let's see how they shred. These Aether Gusts are looking kind of poop soupy. They discard Expressive Iteration, huh? Alright, let's go Gust this. Alright, I don't really want them to loot again, so I'm just gonna scry 2, I think. So we can play Yorion, and it plays around Negate and Mystical Disputes, so I'll just do that. They just have the Disdainful Stroke. That's a bummer. We're doing this on upkeep. It can get countered, but I don't want them to get a free Connive, so I think doing it now is fine. They have another Treasure Cruise? Gross. They should have definitely played Swiftspear first unless they bottomed it. Any reason to not take the Emperor this turn seems good to cast there? Because I like using it to exile something. The 2/2s aren't very relevant, right? Now I can just main phase it and kill Shredder, and it's probably good. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Just gonna say go and make a 6/6 flyer, I guess. While they have like negates and shit up. We also have all the Storm Giants that can block, so if they might not attack with Swiftspear. Expressive, okay. Alright, so they kept the card with Consider, I think. They have another Treasure Cruise. I wonder if they're just trying to get overhaul the Storm Giant and can't. They can't here, so that I think they just can't even attack with Swiftspear. So maybe they're not going to attack with anything to play around the Emperor. That's kind of brutal for them. Oh, that'll be some Den of the Bugbear protection. Pretty happy about that. They only got 1 man up. I'm gonna go ahead and play Teferi. I'm gonna plus. Put a portable hole on the Ledger Shredder. Or maybe the Soulscar Mage, so they can't just do a bunch of shocking. Yeah, that seems better. And then we get to untap, and then we can play Wandering Emperor and Omen. Untap Glacial and Eiganjo, I guess. I'm getting small board syndrome. Wonder if I'm gonna deck them here, huh? Wonder if their deck can beat me. Should I play the Wandering Emperor now and make a 2/2? I still feel like it being a 4-mana exile attacking creature is better. Like, I think resolving it is not as important as making sure that it has effective functionality. What's the opponent drawing to? I don't know. I don't know what all's in their deck, to be honest. Maybe they're just going to try to overwhelm me with Soulscar Mages and stuff, but then I can maybe find Supreme Verdicts. They still have a Gigantha. I only have 2 cards in hand. I mean, they could maybe kill Teferi this turn without too much trouble. They need like a counterspell and one other thing. I'll probably block. I guess all I need is a counterspell and then kill Teferi. I really wish I hadn't needed to play the Eiganjo earlier. Maybe I didn't have to. Strangle on the Shark. Okay. Play with fire on the Shark. Okay. Spikefield on the Shark. Okay. Shark is down. Let's see if they go for face. This is technically lethal. We can play around the Spell Pierce, though. And then they leave our Teferi alive. God, that's so sick they don't go for lethal. Alright, so these are going to be shrunk next turn. So I think I just go for the Ledger Shredder. Right? I just kill the Ledger Shredder. So these are going to be small next turn. We have the play around the Pierce. Alright, we'll play this, and if they have dispute, that's fine. I don't really care if they dispute this. We have the, yeah, that's fine. We have the Deluge next turn, so... They have no cards in hand, no lands that are scary. We have all the Storm Giants. I'm just going to plus on nothing. I'm going to play this as a land and say go. Maybe they'll draw lands. Save Shark with Emperor? I forgot I could do that. That's probably a good call. Good call. Forgot I could put a counter on it to save it. I just assumed that it wasn't going to be exactly 6 in my brain. I was like, oh, they're just going to triple spell to kill it. Opponent has lost connection to the game. That's probably not the best. Alright, well, now we might have some time to wait. Opponent might be disconnected for 8 minutes. Cygnus says, do you think Jwari is better than Censor? I do in the 80 card builds. I think you just need more lands, and those lands being spells is good. In the 60 card builds, I actually think I like the Censors better because your deck is just smaller and you can find the things you're missing more easily. Yeah, being able to grab a land off Narset is kind of cool too. I didn't even think about that. I don't think opponent disconnected for any reason other than they were lagging or something happened. I don't think this is a Salt Rope. Yeah, this is not a Salt Rope. This is a memory leak issue, probably. It's weird that their side of the board is so small and mine's so big, though. I wish I could make that different. Art game while we wait? I don't really like the art game. I'm not as good as I used to be. There's too many random arts now I don't know. I'd rather just watch matches of Magic between while we're waiting, but opponent's already back, so. I watch it on Doomwakes, and or not Doomwakes, on Demonic Tutors, and I just don't know, like, a lot of the cards, you know? All right, see if they draw. We could have made a 2-2, but I felt like a 2-2 wasn't going to do that much. And at this point, if they kind of go ape shit at the Wandering Emperor to kill it, we get to eat one of them with the Hall of the Storm Giants. And at the very least, we can Deluge GOT. We can also Castle Vantress if we want to. Gigantha Hand's a good sign for me. And then Cast Gigantha is a great sign for me. Then the Bugbear's fine too. Alright, so we can do this, pop this. I think we have a Plains. And then we can Deluge. And we'll take Verdict, and the game will end, and Shark Typhoon so we can actually win the game if things go south. I didn't even show you. How do you know? How do you just know you're dead? Alright. I'll keep, I guess. I'm not in love with this hand. I got a lot of lands entering tapped. But we can make it so it's not that many. And we can maybe leverage Jwari Disruption instead of playing it as a land. Battlefield Forge, Swiss Spear. So maybe Heroic. We might get a nice little Disruption on 2. Those are all synth bands? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm just going to Disruption this thing because it looks like they probably don't have a second land, and I want to kind of slow them down a little bit on their pressure. Because whenever this one leads with a pain land, that's almost always a sign of weakness. I'm going to main phase the Omen looking for a something to kill this. We missed, but we had Deluge. I'm going to probably play the farmland because I think I'm just going to play all my lands from now on. Unless we have the Deluge. Don't want to forget the Yorion either. Eidolon, okay. Alright, Verdict would be hot, but if no Verdict, then I'll just go for maybe Emperor. I think I'm going to make a 2-2 and try to block Eidolon instead of minusing. That way if my opponent has like 2 shocks, they can kill Emperor, but they take a ton of damage. I guess maybe they're going to try to kill the Wandering Emperor here before I can activate, but that doesn't change anything. I still get priority back to activate. So maybe I just kill this. I think I just kill it in case they have shocks. I don't want to give them like super value out of shocks. And here, if they have a shock, it's still a 2-for-1, right? They just kill this and I got 2. Next turn I can Omen and put Yorion in hand. I might main phase the Omen looking for something good. Alright, so we're still at 17. Maybe slightly less if they want to play another shock or something. Soulscar Mage. I can go Teferi plus Omen. I don't really want to do that though. We're still at 17. I'm okay on life total. We're gonna get Yorion in hand. I'm gonna play Omen and then threaten to blink double Omen. I'm also kind of threatening a removal spell here too, as well as Dovin's Veto, so they may have to respect some stuff. They'll go for Stomp. We'll go for Omen. That's fine. Top 2, Castle and Field. Just bottom both. I just want Verdict or whatever. Alright, play Farmland. I'm going to play Yorion. Now, this will put a little bit of a brick wall in front of them and give me a chance to draw into a Wrath effect for the 2 creatures. Do I want both of these cards? I definitely want the Portable Hole. I think I want both. I think I'm just going to keep both. We'll bottom the land on the second one. And now we get to untap. Probably not dead. I'm definitely blocking. If they have like 2 shocks or whatever, that's just damage not going at my face. If they had skewers for days, then they would have gone for that instead. Alright, a shrink spell on here, that's fine. We're still going to block. Another one? Or is this 3 spells? Am I dead? Lightning Strike. Okay, we take 6 down to 5. Okay, so we can March 1, Portable Hole 1. Can we also... Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can Teferi plus Hole plus March, right? 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 2, 3, 4. Alright, we'll go Portable Hole on the Soul Scar, I guess. Guess we can technically Veto as well. What they shock for? I think I'm going to take the 1. They go for Lightning Strike or whatever. Stomp. If it's another burn spell, I die, right? But can I even do anything about it if I do? Alright, so this is not lethal here, so we're going to see if they do one more thing. I'm going to cast March on this, I think. I just hope I don't get Lightning Striked. If I had another white card, I could have gone Veto on the Stomp and marched with a pitch. But if it's Lightning Strike, I'm dead. Nothing I can really do about it. I could have took 2 down to 1 and then tried to counter the Stomp. Okay, that's fine. We're at 1. Alright, it's not fine. We are at 1, but we're not dead, and that's a big deal. Another Veto. I can't... The Fateful Absences don't do anything here. So I guess we'll just take Field of Ruin and another Veto. Spell or ability, or just spell? Target a spell. So I guess I can Otawara, Bone Crusher. We can also kill Den of the Bugbear. We need to make sure we can veto at basically all times, though. We can also minus Teferi on a Bone Crusher, too. I'm just going to tuck it. Eidolon. Okay. I guess I just go for Deluge. I can't not play Deluge here, I think. I died to a lot of stuff, but I can't even veto in response, so... Bar Charm. I mean, what can I do, right? I guess I could Disruption this for one. Damn. Tough one. Alright, Revelry comes in. Aether Gust comes in. And Trawler comes in. I don't like Settle too much. I needed to draw another removal spell there earlier. I was just a little too light on interaction. Narset can go. And maybe we get rid of like Farewell. Farewell just kind of expensive. And then maybe a Veto, but I kind of like the Vetoes. Could a March exiling Veto, leaving Disruption up? Yeah, maybe. But they had a bunch of mana up, so I don't know. Maybe you're right. Otawara Eidolon counter Charm. I mean, I could have Otawara Eidolon and then in response they Charm. And if I veto, I die. That's how stack works, anyway. Whatever. I died with 3 vetoes in hand. I'm going to trim one. They need to do a lot of damage with their creatures, so I just need to make sure I can interact with the creatures more than anything. That doesn't even work, though, y'all. It doesn't work. You don't need to plus something that's wrong and or doesn't work. Deluge or Emperor? I think maybe I put back Omen. Just hope I draw a land. I like the Emperor and the Deluge, but maybe put back Deluge, actually. We can find something like that later. You do nothing if they try to burn you, respond? Yeah, I can do nothing. I understand what the options. That's why I said, I think I have to play the Deluge here to find interaction. Otherwise, I think I'm going to die. And I died anyway, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Alright, do I just play Sunset Revelry? It gives us all 3, right? And now if they attack, I'll probably double block to force them to play a removal spell on a token or burn spell at face. Either way is fine with me. Vortex. Annoying. Alright, we'll just take the 2 now. And then we'll probably Omen main phase looking for a way to kill one of them. If we miss, we'll just go headquarters. I'm going to do some beating down. We can block later, but we might actually be able to kill him with Emperor. Epicure. Interesting. That's kind of cool. It turns on Skewer and light up the stage. I like it. And it gives them a thing to prevent flooding. They also might have a thing for Shrapnel Blast or something too, so... Well, they're coming out swinging, huh? Alright, we'll say go this time. Eidolon. I don't think I want to interact here. I think I'm just want to Emperor. Alright, we're going to block 1 here. No play from them. A minus on a Swiss Beer, I think. You can also plus on a human token. I might do that instead. Just to keep it alive. If they want to kill this, then we take a little more, but they, you know, we can maybe actually turn the corner and pressure them with our creatures, since they have the Rolling Vortex in play. Thanks for the follow, Tiltix. So we go to 9. This puts us to 8. Borstorm puts us to 4. This is scary. We draw Portable, we can get rid of Vortex and then minus on something. Gust, okay. Oh, it doesn't have Vigilance? Are you kidding me? Why did I think it had Vigilance? Because this one does? I thought I gave it Vigilance. Oh well. Huge punt. Huge punt. Don't know how my cards work, chat. I just thought this gave it Vigilance, but the 2/2s just already have Vigilance is the problem. Alright, am I dead no matter what I do? This puts me to 5. This puts me to 3. We block. Go to 1. Yeah, we're dead. I just thought I had a blocker. It was just a big mistake. Alright, opening hand is pretty decent. We can have all of our lands in there untapped if we want. Assuming that we need to Portable Hole on 1. And we don't, so I guess we'll just haul the Storm Giants first. How do we end up on UWu Control? I mean, we finished our Mono Green League and then we just played Blue Eye Control D-Spark. You know, pretty simple stuff. We were 4-1 with Mono Green. It was fun. Truth Quark says, I played this list splashing green for Ghost Spiral, Endless Detour, and Carnage Tyrant. Don't know if it was worth it, but it was fun. I actually played a build on stream last week with some of those things, and it was pretty cool. All right, let's see if they go for another thing. We have some removal here to kill the Swiss Spear. See if they maybe play another Opt or something. Just gonna march it, I guess. Prevent my damage. We'll save the Portable Hole for something that doesn't have haste, yeah? Expressive Iteration, okay. Maybe I should have put Yorion in hand, but I kind of want to cycle this for 1 to make a blocker for later, or just have Fateful Absence up. Just not used to it in the rotation? Yeah, it comes and goes. Comes and goes. I had a couple of people ask about it earlier in the week, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Alright, see him scry first, and then we'll absence this. This card's actually not bad against the removal suite most of these builds play, but the old I'm gonna go in main phase with Deluge, I think. I don't know if they have counters, but they might have some Spell Pierces. We'll take Teferi Absorb, it's fine. You could have took Teferi Veto and went Teferi plus hold up Veto. I don't feel like that's gonna be necessary, really. I'd rather have the Absorb to counter a creature, I think. I don't even know that I'm gonna play the Teferi next turn. Depends on what they do, you know. We can always go for more interaction, or Teferi Tuck doesn't sound too bad either. We can't beat this via normal means, I don't think, though. We have to just kill it. Can't block it. Alright, Teferi Tuck, I guess. We have a lot of juice, so I think just making them spin their wheels to 2-for-1 themselves a bunch by, you know, playing a burn spell in the Teferi. We get to tuck the Stormwing entity. They can, like, draw back into it or whatever. But then we can just farewell, get the graveyard and the creatures, and even the clue token if they tap out. Alright, so here comes the Stormwing entity again. Let's see if they can kill the Teferi. If the Teferi untaps, I think the game's over. They could have land, scry 2 to find a burn spell, crack token, draw a card. Treasure Cruise here is pretty powerful. Unfortunate that we were unable to eat the graveyard just yet. We may wait on the farewell now, depending on what happens here. Sharpens, leave me alone! I'm gonna have to start locking her out, man. Well, they didn't kill the Teferi. I can't imagine this is gonna go well for them, whatever we decide to do. All right, we're gonna go artifacts and creatures. And now I kind of wish I had Veto, but the Absorb maybe is going to be good later. Oh, I didn't see this Den of the Bugbear. Whoops. My mistake. I guess I have Portable Hold for this. I don't know. I feel like I can just run him out of threats. I will probably go EOT kill the Den so I don't have to worry about it later. Otawara entered the exile. It's fine. Another Stormwing entity. Okay. I guess we'll wait till after they scry, right? This might mess up their scry. And also, we might just cycle the Shark Typhoon for 2 and eat the Goblin if they attack with it. Wait for the end step. Yeah, I will now. It's fine. Now I'm just going to cycle Shark Typhoon for 2, I think. Cherbins, dude, what are you doing? They waited until after I blocked. Awkward. So many lands in hand, chat. I did not mean to play that. Meant to click cycle. Have you considered drawing non-lands? I thought about it. But I thought, you know what? Maybe I should just go for the lands instead. Chirpins! Alright, I gotta get her out of here, man. I'm so sorry, kitty. You got to go. Can't concentrate. Literally just clawing me in the leg. I probably should activate a Hall to block this. But I really want to cast this Deluge, something fierce. Alright, well, I'm going to go for the Deluge in response to this fucking treasure cruise, I guess. Alright, we'll take Verdict for sure. I think Omen is the other one. I'm going to put Yorion in hand. All right. They played like 2-3 treasure cruises, 2-3 expressive iterations. We got plenty of answers to Soul Scar. We can even Teferi tuck on the Stormwing. I'm gonna go for a cool play. I don't know if this is gonna work out too well. Whatever. I'm not gonna go for the Yorion yet. I'm gonna tuck this fucker though. Portable this thing and say go. And I can Omen in response to something and try to find an answer. Light fire, it's fine. He dead. They don't even get to scry. Land, that's fine. We'll keep both. I'm a hard cast Shark Typhoon kind of guy, chat. That's just kind of who I am as a person. Okay, so we want some disputes. What did we say was bad last time, chat? Wandering Emperor? Narset Emperor? Planeswalkers in general get popped pretty easy. Something like this. Maybe Emperor is better than Veto, though. I just like Veto to counter Cruise and Deluge. But counter spells are a little weak in this type of matchup. They can go really hard under you. They kept 7, we did 2. 1 drop. Yep, we're gonna have to find some answers here quick. Ember seems better than Hullbreaker. I thought maybe not being able to be countered would be big. And also, you're probably right, though. But they're going to play around Emperor at all times, I think, that they can. But, like, this type of start does not scare me, right? Soul Scar into Consider is just, like, not a ton of damage output. But we're going to play Omens and dig for some way to interact with this. How do you play around Emperor? Wait till you have a counterspell in hand. I mean, if you weren't in chat like 2 minutes ago or whatever, like 20 minutes ago, our previous match we played against Izzet, my opponent danced around it a little bit. It was kind of rough. Things have haste, they have shocks and stuff. You know, they can grind out pretty good with all the cruises and whatnot. Yes, bottom. True Absence, that's nice. Might have to go ahead and main phase dispute this. I think I'm going to wait, though. Let them spend their mana. That way, we can use dispute to fight back. But I want them to kind of like play some card advantage things first to try to do damage output maximum. And license hers, that's fine. Or just cost a crew too. Okay. I guess I just go either Cycle Typhoon for 1. I can go Omen plus Dispute. This only add from a single graveyard. Okay. Sack Clue's fine. I dispute this guy, I think. Oh, they debated me. They debated me, chat. All right, next turn we can get artifacts, creatures, graveyard if we want to. Don't have a Field of Ruin for this. Wonder if they're going to play Soulscar. They can't crew this. Okay, then kill Teferi. We'll go get artifacts and creatures, and then we got to deal with Den. I guess we found a way to deal with Den. I guess maybe we can Farewell next turn. Three cards in hand. This is kind of scary. All right, let's go graveyards, artifacts, creatures, leave enchantments. All right, so they did me down to 4 and they have a 1/1. And then we can untap with Shark Typhoon up and march. We can march the Den for 1. Cycle Shark Typhoon to block the token. Or just cast Deluge, depending on what they do. We're at 4, though, against a deck with some burn spells, so this is a little scary. We're definitely not going to put Yorion in hand, though. We can do a lot better than that. The fact that Den or a March gets all the creature lands for 1 mana is so cool. Let's fire me down to 2. Okay. All right. Well, we're at 2. Not a lot we can do about another burn spell, so we're going to go ahead and just play like they don't have it. We drew a Dream Trawler. I wonder if we can untap and get this into play. So they might have a counter spell, but it might be negate. So we're going to do this and see if we resolve it. Stateful Stroke. Okay, I think we don't attack. We're at 18. We'll just hold back and protect from a haste creature. Fuck this card, man. God damn it. Every time I have a close game, it's just like, oh, Expressive Iteration. Blow you out of the water. Entity? Okay, well. We're going to go to 1 next turn, no matter what we do, probably. Alright, we're going to go ahead and tuck the Shark. Or the Stormwing. I guess we could get counterspelled. I didn't even... A counterspell wasn't even on my radar. If they have a counterspell, we're just dead. Alright, another burn spell still kills me. I don't think I want to cycle Shark Typhoon for 0. Our entity comes in. Alright, shock for the Den. They're going to put me to 1. I'll trade for the Den. They may put me to... Let me say it 2 and kill Teferi. That seems like a better play, actually. And then we'll be at 1. Or we'll be at 2, actually, if they do that. So, yeah. Alright, so now we can just make a big thing to block Storming Entity. And maybe go to 1 and hope that's good enough. Obviously dead to any burn spell that goes face, like Play with Fire. Dead to a lot of things. Not dead to a counterspell, though. This seemed like a very confident attack, though, so I could definitely see us dying this turn. We didn't die. Rage. Alright, so 5 mana, 6, 7, 8. I think we just do Deluge. We found Gust and Castle. We already played a land, though, because I'm stupid. Alright, now I'll put this in hand and hold up Veto. Say go. We have Gust for a creature. We have Gust for this if we need. Swiss Spear. We'll just wait till after attacks. And we'll Gust the token so they don't have a haster on the draw. Or haster to draw, rather. Counterspell here does kill me. Damn. Wonder if I could have played around that. I don't think I'm supposed to main phase the Gust on a Goblin token. Alright, bring the Wandering Emperors back in. Hullbreaker out. Dream Trawler out. Things that get disputed are out. Leaving 1 Veto. Just haven't come close to being able to veto a Treasure Cruise. I don't know if I'm just playing badly or what. Keep this hand. It's really interactive. Got lands, colors. Yeah, we could have left Yorion in the Companion Zone. I was trying to play for the win, though. But you're probably right. Let's go and put the Swiss Spear on top with the Gust. I need to land pretty bad here. It's a pretty weird sequence. I know they have Swiss Spear, so I think I'm just going to take 1. I'm not going to worry about the Fateful Absence just yet. Save that for future creatures if I draw the land. Being stuck on 3 is a bummer. They want to play another spell here. They don't get a Prowess trigger, so I feel like that's more valuable to them. Alright. Hopefully we draw a land so we can Verdict. Otherwise, I think we're just going to lose, especially to this Den. If I draw a land for Wrath next turn, last turn, we just get so much leverage on the game. Now, though, like, we're at 12. Even if we Wrath, they can Den me next turn. I really considered using that Fateful Absence, like, 1 turn earlier. And I think we might have been okay because of it. Especially if we draw land next turn, but missing on land is just a bummer. Well, they went for the attack. That's good, I guess. Another Den. Don't love that. Their hand's probably just all counter spells. which is probably going to end up being good enough because we're going to 4. Next turn, we need to draw land so we can go Fateful Absence plus Absorb. Otherwise, we're going to lose. I guarantee we're going to lose now. I might have to wait until after they attack with the Den. Is that a thing? Maybe not. It's one of those hands. It just looks so bad. I know they're just gonna fucking treasure cruise or counter here, but at the very least, going for the absorb stops them from being able to get the what you calls it? The connive. But I'm just extremely dead now. It doesn't really matter what I do. I needed to draw the land so I could play 2 things. Oh well. All right. On the play, I'm going to keep, even though we don't have any interaction on the 1 or 2. Narset on 3 might be good enough. For opponent gets aggro, this hand's dog shit. All right, this hand's great against Thoughtseize, right? That means the game's going to slow down a bit. We might be playing against Greasefang, though. Need to be aware of that. Oh, it drew the Disruption. I guess I'll play this on white. We have the Otawara and double blue already. It's possible that I should just be more blue heavy, though. March is also going to leave me a little protection if it is Greasefang, too. Opt's fine. Not sure if I'm going to go for Deluge or Wandering Emperor. They don't have a land? Maybe I go for nothing. If they have to draw a discard, I might go for nothing again. Faithful Mending? Okay, so they are the rats. The Rat Man. Discard a couple Parhelion. I feel like I'm getting stream sniped. Alright, do we want one of them to come back? Yeah, we don't mind one of them coming back, so we don't need to put a stop during the main. Alright, I'm gonna go march this. I'm gonna exile the Wandering Emperor. So, in case they have some sort of 1-mana protection piece, this lets us play around that with the Disruption. If it's some denial or whatever. Alright, Parhelion comes back uncrewed. I guess I'll just play Teferi now and just hope they don't have another one. Or if they do, maybe I'll draw something. Spell Pierce. Wow. Shit. So they did have something. Good thing I played around it. Might still be dead. Curious if opponent has Ledger Shredder in their deck. I would assume so. It's probably very good in their archetype. Do we go for another Teferi? Probably. I know I should leave open Spara over Fortress, but honestly don't think it matters too much. Flashback Mending. Casting a Dig. Okay. So they got rid of Parhelion, so now they need another looting effect. But they're looking for a Spell Pierce or some way to stop this. Maybe I should have shocked. Alright, we're gonna shock and then pretend like we have stuff, but also we have a small thing. And we have a Deluge. And we're not dead to one Parhelion hit, and then we can maybe Wrath it away. Yeah, always have Farewell to draw to as long as you're not super dead. Turbo dead. Shredder's fine. We will go ahead and play the Deluge. Looking for answers. To Farewell. I guess. I don't want to counter this. Maybe I'll just counter the rat, though. They already have a Parhelion in hand that I know of, though, so maybe this is worth. I feel like they just have a lot more looting effects than they do Grease Fangs, though. But this can help them draw, like, Silence or some other protective piece that they have. So untap these two. And then I think I'll play Deluge. Because we can still play Absorb and Veto if we find it. Take Emperor. And I guess an Omen. That Absorb's hot. Yeah, it's a nice one. Invasion. Been a while since I've seen one from Invasion. Also, what's up, Stu? Hope you're doing well today, friend. 4 mana? 5 mana? Sky Sovereign. This is just going to hit Teferi for some. I think that's fine. I can Emperor it if they go for an attack on it at some point. They're going to attack with Shredder. We just go for Wander on the Shredder, I guess. I feel like it's not easy for them to crew this. Except with Ledger Shredder. I think we'll go ahead and eat this. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom. We can also farewell artifacts and graveyards. I think because we're at 20, we don't, though. Just say go. Hold up Absorb. Play Deluge if nothing scary. I want to try to keep my Planeswalkers alive, so if they play something that can crew Sky Sovereign, I'll probably go for a counter. Tainted Indulgence, that's fine. They missed. Okay, interesting. So this matchup, we want Rest in Peace. We want Settle. Dispute. Probably Veto. What do we not want? Portable Hole. Only targets the Shredder. Only targets the Shredder. Is that worth? Narset's pretty good-ish. What do I cut? Farewell seems okay. Getting the graveyard's nice. It just costs a lot of mana. Shark Typhoon doesn't seem great. Maybe we just trim on win cons. Just win with Teferi. Yorion. Wandering Emperor. I like the Fateful Absences. I think we need to keep the portable holes because of the ledger shredders. They're just annoying enough. Maybe I don't want a million vetoes. What do you think, chat? What is your sideboard strat here? Maybe the verdicts are bad, actually. But I guess they're a good way to clean up after you take 15 from the rat. If you don't die. Maybe settle's bad. Maybe we just got settle and 2 vetoes. I don't hate it. All right, we'll keep. We got an answer for Ledger Shredder, and we got some stuff. Opponent mulliganed as well. Yo, Jay Kilby. Thanks for 3 months, friend. Welcome back to Todd Squad. Hope you're having a wonderful day. 3 months, poggers. Let's get some sunbrass in the chat for Jay Kilby. Thank you so much, friend. All right, we'll play this on blue. And we have the Disruption now, which is pretty nice for this Tainted Indulgence, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to bust up. Because their hand might be complete garbage. If it's a Faithful Mending, though, I might not. Because they can just rebuy it next turn. All right. We can still have the protection from the turn 3 rat. Start smashing, thanks for the follow. So they discarded some trash that had nothing to do with the rat. I'm gonna play the land so I can absorb just in case. Tainted Indulgence. All right, so they have the mana up, so I think I just let them have it. They discard Parhelion. Play an Opt. We don't have a verdict, so Rat plus Pierce is game. Probably game. All right. If they don't do anything threatening here, I'll go for the Wandering Emperor EOT to just try to generate some pressure on them. It's not a great answer to what they're doing, but it's good against the half of their deck that's not Ledger Shredder. But maybe after this game, if it doesn't look good, I might cut it. It looks like they're still light on lands. They have Thoughtseize. We'll let this happen because we can protect from Rat if they go Black Source Rat. They'll take Absorb almost 100%, I think. And then if they draw a land, they can play around the Disruption. Okay. All right, we'll attack. We might actually be able to weather the storm of one Parhelion trigger. The second one will probably get us, though. Because we can portable hold one of the angels. So we'll go for a Deluge, I guess. They don't have it. Holy shit. How do they not have it? I don't understand how they don't have it, chat. I play the lands. Thanks, Aquinas. I put a lot of work into it a while back, so now I'm kind of floating on it. Eiganjo can be used to kill a 4/4. Portable Hole can be used to kill the other one. And then Wandering Ember can be used to eat the rat. So I guess we'll do that. We're going for a dig through time. Okay. Here's the rat. Can't do anything about that. Let's see where these creatures attack, and then we'll maybe use a Ganja to protect. We also have a Jwari Disruption we can use as well. They need to kill the Wandering Emperor, else it's just going to minus on the rat, and then we might be able to deal with what's in play. All right, so both these are going there, and that's going there. That's fine. Wander down. We'll let that go back to hand. We'll try another Wandering Emperor here and minus on the Okiba. They might go for counter. We draw a land? Do we need a land? We don't. All right, we're gonna wander. Minus on the Okiba. Portable Hole, one of the tokens. Play this tapped. Now they got to put something in the graveyard and have another rat. They can do it though. They can just loot with Faithful Mending, draw land, play rat. It's been a fun game though. Probably should have played this at some point. I guess they can still do it with an Indulgence. Discard Parhelion, land rat. Alright, this is almost certainly going to kill the Emperor. I wonder if they know about the Eiganjo. Do I play Sparas? Or do I play Disruption? I think I play Sparas. We're almost certainly going to use the Eiganjo here. Silence? Okay. I can still Eiganjo though. That's nice. So they go Silence Rat. We kill an Angel. We take 15 down to 2. And then we have one draw step to hit. They have another Parhelion in the graveyard? They don't. Actually, Yorion Blinking Portable Hole might be enough to come back. I guess they can do it again next turn though. Alright, so we'll kill this. We take 13 down to 4. All this hard work, chats. I don't think it's good enough. Because they can just play the Faithful Mending next turn, but maybe they'll forget. Alright. So, I think I want these Emperors out. I think I want Veto's in. And maybe Settle does come in. And this thing. Just sick of all my shit getting countered. I want some uncounterable. Portable any good here? They have Ledger Shredder. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's worse. I'm on the play, so. Guess I'll keep. I think I'm going to play Disruption on 1. Since we have the Veto. We don't have mana on 2 for it, but could be good for later. The room for ripping our 75. This is game 3. I already have 2 Rest in Peace in the deck after sideboard. Hopefully draw land here. If we don't, I'm going to be sad. It sucks that I can do like so much stuff at instant speed, so we just don't get value out of our counters very well. Drew the land, that's nice. If they go for something else, I might pop them. Let's see what they discard. If they don't discard Parhelion, I'm going to go ahead and eat Ledger Shredder. But if they have a Parhelion in the graveyard, then I can't play the Emperor, I don't think. Need like Invasive Surger or something for this matchup. Just feels hard to play against stuff like this. Maybe not Invasive Surgery, but like something that exiles, I don't know. Maybe we just need 2 or 3 more Rest in Peace. Alright, well they didn't put Barlin in the graveyard, so we're gonna do this while they're tapped out. I'm gonna go ahead and blast this fool. Rest in Peace. We got 2. We got 2. Rest in Peace would be obviously great. We never drew one early. Surgical Extraction. Wrong format, Janini. Wrong format. Surgical might help, though. No land from them. Good news. I'm going to put Yorion in hand just as a threat. I don't think I have to worry about a rat next turn, so Veto should be good enough to protect from any sort of thing. Probably a similar card. Yeah, they all cost like 3, though. And they don't hit graveyard. They hit like source stuff in hand or whatever. Yeah, that's bad. I was kind of afraid of that, but I guess we could have held up Absorb plus Veto. I guess I'll play this into Dispute and hope that Spell Pierce not Dispute. We can Blink the Wonder and make another thing. God damn it, they just have it. I'm just dead now, I think. Even if I gotta draw a Verdict or something. Had to be Dispute, huh? Fucking Monster Mentor just gonna bury me. These Absorb just rotting in my hands. Just putting Yorion in my hand for no reason. I keep doing this shit, man. I keep trying to be efficient with my mana and just losing. But I feel like if I don't do anything, they don't have to do anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it backwards. Alright, let's see how they attack. I do not understand. Is this a delve spell or something? I don't understand. Why would you not attack with a mentor? Oh, because I could have another one? Okay. Let's march here. Cast exiling one absorb. Look, I'm real glad all y'all have some real big ideas about, you know, what I did right or wrong after my opponent played the one card that I was extremely afraid of. It's real nice. It's real nice for y'all to just know everything about what's happening, you know? Just have all the perfect information, you know? Deluge is such a bad card to play when your hand is just full of juice, man. Look, dude, I already said it was a mistake. I don't care anymore. Just let it go. So fine, just Wrath? I know, I'm fine now. I drew the answer to the mentor. The mentor was gonna eat me alive, dude. I was in so much trouble, and I just drew March. It's like the perfect. Faithful Mending. Alright, we're gonna Deluge. And I'm gonna take Rest in Peace. And I guess Narset? Maybe I'll just take another Deluge, though. I'm gonna take Narset. I don't think I counter this because I'm just gonna Rest in Peace. Discard another Mending and a Grease Fang. Okay. We'll take 6 again. We're at 9. We're in scary territory, though. I kind of wish I drew the land for Hullbreaker Horror. Maybe I should have took land over either. So now we have Veto and a chump block. I'm gonna block. Gotta bottom both. Looking for a verdict. Wandering Emperor will do. Good attack. I really don't want him to be able to connive here and just get me after I block. I'm gonna go for a veto on this to try to stall a chain, if they have a chain of events here. They didn't attack last turn. I think if they had Consider last turn, they would have played Consider and attacked. They attack with everything. I'm gonna block with a Samurai. I think I'm gonna wait till after damage to play the Emperor, though. Kind of like playing against Infact, where you don't want them to have the thing right away. Because if they have the counterspell, then they get the Connive and they might be able to kill you. They discarded a dig. And they have a veto. Okay. Alright, we're at 6. Let's see if we die. They have 2 cards in hand. Land's good. Land's real good. I think I win as long as I don't die to the Ledger Shredder. I guess they could have like a Doomblade or whatever, but it's like pretty unlikely because my deck has so few things. Alright, we're gonna play the Hullbreaker Horror here in response, and that'll be all she wrote, maybe? They're gonna Thoughtseize, probably take Narset. They might take Absorb. Yeah, this is definitely a Prage moment. We are dead to a removal spell. They took the Absorb, okay. We're gonna go to 3, and then we're just gonna play Narset and bounce the Ledger Shredder. I don't think we have to worry about too much hasty stuff. Ledger Shredder's fine. I can see the corner from here. Yeah, I think we're turning it. This has been a great match so far. Ah, but the Narset shut him down, chap. The Narset shut him down. Nice.